The Wild. The Weaver. And the Worm. 3 primal forces from which the world, Gaia, springs. The Wild is creation, formless and abundant. The Weaver shapes, making order out of chaos. The Worm, whose purpose was to destroy the old, to make room for the new, went mad. Now, a force of corruption, feeding on greed, malice, and hate. It ravages Gaia. Through its unwitting accomplices, mankind. The balance between those 3 forces is long gone now. Insidiously, the Worm gains more and more ground every day, vitalized by the damage humans have brought to the Earth. We, the werewolves, remain, born of man, beast, and spirit. We are the vindication of Gaia and the Wild.
All right. They should be ready now.
The best way to get Indran out of the region is to attack their bottom line. We have a plan to convince them there's no profit to be had here. Ludmilla, if you please.
I've recently gained access to the system that controls all the on-site oil pumps. That's our target. We tamper with the pumps and send dummy data to the system to make them think their oil field has run dry.
Will that really be enough?
According to the internal files I got my hands on, they treat unprofitable sites like gangrenous limbs. They'll give this one the chop right away.
I don't know. Even if we do manage to push them out, they'll only set up somewhere else. We need to hurt them, bring them down, not chase them away.
We've already talked about this, Cahal. They're too close to the cairn. If we stage an attack, they'll look for the ones who did it. I don't want Indran's eyes on our home. Our best option is to work in the shadows.
But if something goes wrong, my wife ends up on her own in enemy territory. I don't like it.
I'm going to be fine, Cahal. We've been preparing this for weeks. We've calculated the risks.
And if there's any sign of trouble, you and I go in and retrieve her. But I'd rather we stay covert. Ludmilla will have the easiest time on her own.
I'm heading out. I want to be done before daybreak. Take care of Adana while I'm away. Think she's going a little crazy all cooped up in here.
Don't worry, I'll talk to her. You just focus on your mission.
Cahal, I've got this. I love you. See you soon.
Shit.
Cahal, wake up! I'm gonna... A helicopter just touched down on the site's landing pad. Apparently it's some Endron exec. Their presence has shaken things up.
Tell me Ludmilla's okay.
She's okay. They've still got no idea she's on site. But their guard patrols have changed, and certain areas are locked down. And that includes the one Ludmilla's in.
So what's the plan now?
The mission's sunk. We go in there, get her out, and wait for things to quiet down. But to get her off site, the locked-off areas need to be manually unlocked, and Ludmilla's stuck on the wrong side.
Shit.
Fortunately, she has already secured a terminal. She'll guide you to her location over the radio. Go now. Bring her back. There's no time to waste. My sister needs you.
Ludmilla, I'm on my way.
Remember, stay out of sight. I'll open any door I have access to through their network. I've opened all the external ducts.
I'm looking at the southern part of the outer fence. And a shit ton of guards. There's no way I'll be able to make a move without being seen.
Southern part of the outer fence. Got it. There. That should distract them for a few minutes. But if a guard does see you...
He won't live long enough to raise the alarm. They sold their souls to Endron. They don't get any mercy.
Hell of a time for a malfunction. I'll go check it out.
Shit! Something's following me.
What is it?
I think it's a black spiral dancer. He's...
Ludmilla, just hold on. Fuck. Rodko.
I heard. No more sneaking around. We fight. Now go. I'll meet you with Rafik.
I'm done fucking around. Ludmilla!
Call. Tell 80.
No! Please, no!
No. Ludmilla. It's me, Cahal. Listen to me. Cahal, damn it! No. You need to fight the rage. Cahal, that's Rafik! Stop it! No!
What have I done? Rafik!
There's no time to mourn. We need to go.
Just reported back to base. Not that there's anything to report.
No kidding.
Though I guess we've got a special guest coming tonight.
Yeah, an Endron rep, no less. She should be here soon.
You know they're hiring, right? Think you'd ever make the move to Endron? Hey! What the...
All clear, Dusk. We're good to go. Five years ago, I abandoned the woods of Tarker's Mill. I abandoned my cairn. Endron killed my wife. I gave in to rage. The worm touched my soul. I had to leave my daughter. It was the hardest decision I ever made.
And in other news, Endrin is joining the fight against global warming. The energy company today announced that their new biofuel will be hitting the market soon. This revolutionary new formula will be unveiled alongside the opening of their new headquarters in...
This exile was my only choice. I'd become a danger to my pack. I often wonder what's become of them. Of Rodko, of Ava, of 80. This is the closest I've been to Tucker's Mill in 5 years.
Cahal, we're here. You're up.
How much time do we have before they notice the guards on the outside have gone quiet?
They report in by radio every hour. That's our deadline for getting our hands on the explosives and getting out of here.
Let's go through the plan again, just to make sure everything's clear.
You've got to swap the delivery label on the crate of explosives intended for Endrin. You do that, and they'll load us up with smiles on their faces. All you've got to do is open the gate to their delivery bay for me. I'll create a diversion while you're exchanging the labels.
Got it. We'll have to play it tight, though. One hiccup and the plan falls through.
We'll have you sneak around back by their storage facility. Security should be pretty thin there, especially if you go through the ventilation ducts.
What do your clients intend to do with them anyway?
The Weather Stormers? They're planning on blowing up a big Magadon pharmaceutical plant.
Good fucking riddance. I know Magadon's methods. They're the scum of the earth.
And guess what? These explosives were originally headed to Endrin, another megacorp of assholes. Stealing from them is just icing on the cake.
All right. I'm off.
Hey, before you go, are you sure you're up for this, man? You seem kind of stressed out back in the truck.
Just been a long time since I've been out this way. Brings back memories. Forget it. We've got a job to do.
Right. If you need me, I'm just a chirp away. Good luck, brother.
You were supposed to have delivered the ammunition 1 week ago. 1 week. Endrin doesn't like waiting.
Well, paying, clearly. You're not getting anything until Endrin is paid up. You can tell that to your President Watkins in person.
I don't think you understand what's at stake here.
Oh, I understand that you've just been attacked and you're looking to hit back. I also understand that you need our ammunition to do that. And we've got that ammunition right downstairs, ready and waiting to go as soon as you've paid us. Sorry, Major. The business is business.
Well, fuck you two. Then we'll attack Tarker's Mill without your help. And rest assured, Mr. Watkins will hear about this.
Tarker's Mill. Hey! You and I need to talk.
Who are you? How'd you get in?
I'm asking the questions. Who are you talking to? The woman! And what's this attack on Tarker's Mill?
I'm calling security.
Going loud.
Now, die! Bollocks! Security! Alert!
Where are we headed?
Tarker's Mill. We're too late. Endrin is already here.
What do we do?
Stop the truck.
What's even down there?
My home. Dusk, stay out of this.
Wait! Call!
Rodko! Rodko, they've cleared our northern line. They have an exo.
We'll take care of the wounded later. We have to stop them.
Let's go! Move! Over there!
Right.
Rodko.
You'll regret that. Clever boy. All troops, fall back!
Fucking Silver.
Tell me, where's Adana?
Don't worry, Cahal. Your daughter didn't fight this battle.
How are your wounds?
Riddled with silver. They'll take days to heal. But things would have been far worse if you hadn't stepped in.
I just did what I had to do. Nothing more.
I honestly never thought I'd see your face again. Why'd you come back, Cahal?
I heard that the cairn was going to be attacked. I was afraid for you. For Adana.
And how did you hear that?
I overheard Endron talking about it on my last job. I may have left Tarker's Mill, but I never turned my back on it. I couldn't just abandon you.
You found it easy enough 5 years ago. Your cairn and your daughter have always needed you. I tried to tell you that.
Where is she, Rodko?
With Ava. Working undercover at the biggest Indran site in the Pacific Northwest. Best option available to us after the failure of our last mission.
Your last mission? What do you mean?
You remember the old abandoned mine not far from here? Indran bought it and turned it into a training center for their new recruits. I launched an attack to wipe them out, but Tank Girl stopped us. The woman you saw in the exo during the attack, she drove us back.
Tank Girl, you call her. I encountered her during my last mission. She was trying to buy silver bullets from an arms dealer. That's where I learned she was planning an attack on the cairn.
Major Grainer. That's the name her men give her. But to us, she's Tank Girl. And she leads Endron's troops with about as much grace. Their attack on the cairn was their first wave of revenge for our attack on the training center. We managed to repel them this time, but it's only a temporary victory. They might return at any moment. And Endron just keeps recruiting soldiers.
Then we've got to go back to the mine and destroy their training center. It's the only way to buy the cairn any sort of safety. No matter how brief.
Go back? No. Not until I'm well again. Then we can strike.
I'll take care of that goddamn training center myself. You know I can handle it on my own.
No. You're no longer a part of this pack. It's my responsibility.
And how long will it take for you to get better? Days? Weeks? If they return, the cairn will fall.
Huh. I'll think about it. Go pay your respects to your Fen and come back to me. Then we'll talk about the mine.
It has been many a year since I last felt your presence, warrior of Gaia.
It's been nearly as long since anyone called me that.
Your cairn needs you, and the wild has need of your protection. The Eater of Souls is fighting with all his might to take control of it. And he is winning. The corruption takes many forms, but the effects are always the same. You must help us fight back.
Tarker's Mill looks nothing like it did when I left. Yet you still protected the forest with everything you had. Your strength, your aura. What happened to them?
As Gaia weakens, so too do I. The Englings, the Jacklings, the Gafflings, they all suffer in kind. The Eater of Souls tries to corrupt them.
But they're minor spirits.
They are every bit as important as you or I. But in my weakness, I must look on, powerless to act, as they disappear. Which is why we need your help. You must help me to combat the worm, to protect the wild.
I came back to find my daughter. Have you seen her?
Adana, a dear friend, and always respectful of nature. You fear for her safety then? She too is fighting for Gaia in her own way. But do not worry. You both walk the same path. You will find each other in time. To fight your battles, you will need power. Power I can provide by helping you develop your warrior gifts.
Thank you, Ifen.
You may find lost spirits during your travels. Return them to me, and I will be able to strengthen your natural abilities. One last request before you depart. Many of your kin fell in combat. I would ask you to bury them. You will find their bodies both inside and around the cairn. Your penumbra vision will show you the way. Soothe their souls and send them to me, so that they may travel to the wild without being captured by the worm.
I will if I can, but my priority is Endron's training center.
Weaken the forces of the worm there, but never forget your brothers and sisters. Gaia needs you.
See, Fen. He's gotten so weak. Please, Rotko, let me help you. Let me deal with this training center.
Why is it that you care now, Kahal? We were so easy to ignore when we weren't right in front of you. What? You want to be part of the pack again?
I want to help the pack. I want to protect Adana.
But you don't intend to rejoin us.
I've already given in to rage and killed one of our kin, Rotko. I can't take the risk of doing it again.
You already know I disagree. Nonetheless, we are united by those we mourn. So I'll accept your help.
Tell me about Ava. How's she doing?
When you went into exile, she succeeded you as my lieutenant. She was ready and willing. It was hardly a smooth transition. I was forced to make some concessions.
I can imagine. There are a lot of humans in the cairn. A lot more than when I was here.
Ava's lambda mankind.
I'd heard about her group of activists. They're actually getting a lot of attention at the moment. Not sure if that's the best thing for the pack.
That's what I thought too, at first.
At first? So you've changed your mind about humans? That's a surprise.
A lot of things have changed in the past 5 years. Myself included. For the longest time, I never trusted humans. But then I saw how they fought, how they stood strong for what they believed in. I saw their potential. Even I had to admit that Ava was right. The humans have been stalwart allies in our fight for Gaia. And now you've seen firsthand what Indran is doing to us. Our ranks grow thinner every year. Ava's humans aren't afraid to put their lives on the line for their planet. What more could I ask for?
Tell me about Adana. Have you trained her?
Just as I promised you, I made her into a warrior. I taught her everything she needed to fight, to defend herself, so that we wouldn't see a repeat of the tragedy that befell Ludmilla.
You say that, but she's working undercover inside Indran's walls. That doesn't sound like your kind of training.
Donna decided that she could best aid our struggle through more covert means. It took me some time to come around, but she was right. She's a talented infiltrator, just like her mother. Rest assured, though, Adana's just as much Garo as you or me. Her first change will come in time, no matter what path she chooses to take.
So what can you tell me about this so-called training center?
Ava managed to get a hold of the mine blueprints to help us prepare for our previous attack. The site's weak point is its power supply. They apparently haven't had the time to give it a proper upgrade. The whole thing is powered by one big propane tank, just like it was when it was a mine.
I see. So if I blow up the tank, the whole mine will cave in, taking the training center with it. Then we'll need explosives. You'll be happy to know I didn't come back empty-handed.
I'm aware. I met your new friend, Dusk, right? He gave me the explosives you two stole. We've still got a problem, though. You don't know the layout of the site, and I'm too injured to go with you. Huh. I don't like touching the stuff, but I suppose I'll use Ava's radio equipment to guide you. That should do the trick.
Perfect. So we'll stay in radio contact.
Take the explosives and go.
I'm in the mine.
The propane tank's at the center of the site. There should be a service door that leads there.
You know I hate it when people mess with my stuff.
That's an impressive amount of equipment.
It's the bare minimum for leading a handful of activists against a megacorp like Indran.
Haven't changed much, have you? Aside from a couple of new lines on your face.
Thanks, asshole. You know, I always knew you'd come back. It was just a matter of when.
This isn't quite the reunion I had in mind.
But it's a happy one. I heard about your handiwork at the mine.
Adana.
Cahal?
You must have a lot to talk about. I'll go check on the solar panels. Catch you later.
Adana, How are you doing? You've grown.
It's not worth trying to rebuild that bridge now, Cahal. Not after abandoning me for 5 years.
I'm sorry, Adana.
Where do you think an apology is going to get you? You know, it was hard enough to get over Mom's death, but dealing with the fact that you chose to leave me behind when I needed you most, that left a scar. You were so focused on doing what you thought was right that you never thought about what it might do to me.
Maybe you're right. I didn't think about how it might hurt you. I spent those 5 years finding my way back to the man I was. Even if you were with me, I wouldn't have been me, and you'd have been just as alone. I was in no state to look after you. I couldn't have been the father you needed. I wasn't.
Stop, Cahal. I'm really not in the mood to hear you rewrite our family history. Endron just carved a bloody wound into my cairn. They killed my friends. Right now, all I care about is tearing Endron apart.
Rodko told me you and Ava were undercover at Endron during the attack.
That's right. I managed to infiltrate the fracking site. They just upped my security clearance, too. I've got access to their protected data. This is the best chance we've ever had at taking Endron down. We sink them from the inside.
Sink Endron from the inside. And how do you plan on doing that?
A while back, Ava, Rodko, and I discovered that Endron's injecting its new recruits with a special serum that makes them more... everything.
Yeah, I saw it myself when I was in their training center. The injection transforms people. Makes them stink of the worm.
There's more to it than that. When I first joined Endron's ranks, I was trying to figure out what was going on with their biofuel project. But while I was analyzing the formula for the biofuel, I noticed an encrypted molecule within it. No employees have access to its composition. That same molecule is in the substance they're injecting their troops with, as well as another project, the Earthblood Protocol.
The Earthblood Protocol? Any idea what that's about?
Not yet. But that can wait until after we figure out what this mystery molecule actually is. Once we figure out what that mystery molecule really is, we'll know what they're pumping their soldiers with, and their plans for this biofuel. Then we'll leak that info to everyone who'll listen, block the biofuel's launch, and hopefully put the final nail in Endron's coffin. The thing is, right now the encryption they're using on their data is impossible to break. That's why we came back. We wanted to tell Rodko how we were stuck and figure out what to do from here.
Yeah, I read Ava's letter to Rodko. How can I help?
If you want to help, go meet with Ava. She and Rodko will be figuring out our next steps.
All right, I'll go check in with her and then have a talk with Rodko. Any idea where I'll find her?
By our solar panels. If you've got any other questions, you'll find me with the rest of the pack. They need me.
How you doing, big guy? Figured I'd get out of the way, let you catch up with 80. Though, from the look on your face, it doesn't look like it went well.
She's still angry at me for leaving.
Can you blame her? Shit, being a teenager's bad enough, but Ludmilla's death, your exile, it was all hard on her. But you did what you had to. You had to get away from us to get yourself back on track.
That's what I tried to tell her.
I've been telling her that for years. Never eased her pain, though. But you're back now. It'll pass. Just give it time.
Adana told me about your mission to infiltrate the fracking site.
Yeah, about that. We're currently at a roadblock. Endron's data encryption is uncrackable.
So she said.
Our only way to get our hands on that data is to take it directly from the server in their lab. But surveillance is tight. Even Adana couldn't get in there without being caught. And I don't think I could create a big enough distraction to draw their security's eyes away.
What's Rodko think about you two going undercover like this?
As you might imagine, he was a little resistant at first. But once he understood what we wanted to do, he gave us the green light.
Sounds like you've got something in mind.
If we want to draw security's attention, we have to hit them hard. Blowing up the refinery should do the trick. But that's not happening until we can get into the fracking site. That's step one. The site is protected by an electric fence and a myriad of cameras, all of which are powered by the dam Endron acquired when it bought the site. Now, if someone could get into the dam and connect me to their network, I could access their system discreetly.
Allowing you to cut the power to their defenses without their notice.
Exactly. We can worry about the fracking site after that.
Okay. I'll go talk to Rotko to see how he wants to make up the teams.
Thanks, Cahal. It's good to have you back. But if you don't mind, I'd like to take a few moments for myself. Lost some friends during the attack.
Don't worry. Take all the time you need.
So, were you able to talk with your daughter?
I had a chance to talk to Yfen for a while. It's hard to believe the state the spirits are in.
What do you mean by that? Are you here to tell me I let them down?
No, that's not it at all. I just want to know what happened.
Yfen will tell you that I turned away from the spirits to focus on the pack, on Adana. It's true in part. I needed to keep the pack unified, but I never abandoned the spirits. I did everything I could for them, but I never had the sort of connection with them that Rafik had.
And the worm?
His influence is spreading here. It's spreading everywhere. We're all fighting against it as best we can. But as long as Endron stays here, the worm will remain strong. It will try to corrupt our minds, to weaken Yfen and the spirits.
Never thought I'd have a chance to say this after I left, but I'm glad to be back among the pack.
Me too, Cahal. I'm glad to have you, especially right now. I'll respect your choice to leave once this storm passes, but you know as well as I do that your place is here. You are my right hand, Cahal. After what you did at the mine, I'd say you still are.
That's Ava's place now.
I know, and she's a fine fit for the role. But you and I, we have a different bond.
Whether I go or stay, Rodko, that bond will always remain.
I truly hope so, Cahal.
I read the message you left on Ludmilla's grave. I didn't know that you...
I never should have given the green light for that mission. Never. I'll blame myself for the rest of my life. If I hadn't made that decision, my sister would still be alive. And you never would have left.
Wasn't your fault, Rodko. How could you have known that Endron had set a trap for us?
I'm the leader of this pack. It was my job to know.
You can't punish yourself like this. Even Yfen didn't see it coming.
Yfen is not our pack leader. I was the one who made the choice, not him. I've got to live with that.
Adana told me about her and Ava's plan to get their hands on the encrypted data inside the fracking site's laboratory.
To bring Endron down from the inside, yes. I think they've got the right idea. If we manage to chase Endron from this region, they'll just continue their dirty work elsewhere. It's time for a decisive blow. So we follow Ava and Adana's plan. We'll attack the dam to bring down the defenses of the fracking site. I want you to lead the incursion. You coordinate with Ava and Adana over comms, and allow them access to the dam's network.
Ava gave me the rundown. But if I set off a single alarm, things will get very dangerous very quickly.
I know. One sign something's amiss, and Tank Girl will be at the dam before you know it. So while you're sneaking through the inside of the dam, I'll be creating a diversion on the outside. That should keep her attention off you. And even if someone does raise the alarm at the dam, Tank Girl will have no idea why you're really there.
Good. You can count on me.
Excellent. We'll have Declan meet you near the dam. He's got the relays you'll place to get Ava and Adana access to Endron's network.
Hey, Cahal, right?
You must be Declan. You with Lambda Mankind?
That's right. Ava's told me all about you. It's an honor, really.
I don't know about that. I hear you've got the relays I need to install at the dam.
Yeah, I got them right here. You need anything else?
What do you know about the dam?
After you took down their training center, they doubled down on security at all the other sites in the region. Even if Rodko draws their attention, you're still going to have a lot of resistance. They've even brought in some of their elite guards from Nevada. And these guys are huge. I don't even know if you could call them human anymore.
We've met, but I had no idea they were from Nevada.
Well, the training center you took out wasn't the only cart Endron had in its hand.
That figures. How'd you meet Ava anyway?
By investigating her, really. I used to be a cop, tasked with putting her and Lambda Mankind away. And I tried, but Ava runs a clean operation. That didn't make the bosses happy, though. They told me to falsify evidence to bring him down. That's when I realized they were in Endron's pocket. I tried calling him out, but the whole precinct came down on me like a ton of bricks. I had no choice but to run. And I ran to Ava. I pledged my life to fighting Endron.
You and the other humans. You know who it is you're working with, right? This isn't just ideology for us.
Yeah, I know. I know what you are. Ava told us everything. Trust me, Kahal. We're all on the same side here. We're fighting for the survival of the planet, whatever the cost.
I should be good.
Before you go, I've got a favor to ask. We've identified a key player working at the dam. We think she's got important information on whatever Endron's up to in Nevada. Her name's Victoria Vokes. We need you to question her. Get whatever info out of her you can.
Keeping the cairn safe is my top priority here, but I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. Good luck, huh?
Victoria Vokes?
That's right. If you want something, be quick about it. I'm busy. Who are you anyway?
I'm with Endron's intelligence division. We believe that you're the...
Me?
That's what... We... The East... What do you...
You know...
I understand.
Oh,
you please, give me your... I'll send...
Thank...
The worm is on the ebb, but its servants still live. Ready yourself. They are here, and they are waiting for you.
Well now, what do we have here? The mongrel that's been killing my men. Show him what you can do!
Begone. This is no place for bloodshed. Make the Umbra take you.
What? Stay calm! This changes nothing! Collect his fucking head! Fuck off! Oh! I'm not afraid of you. What? Oh, damn it! No! No!
You rose to the call, warrior of Gaia. You have freed this territory from the clutches of the worm, and the spirits are returning to the forest. Your fight for the cairn is over. Yet, in spite of your victories, Your spirit is troubled.
When I was fighting Tank Girl, where exactly did you send us?
Deep inside the Umbra, the spirit world. You can discern but the Umbra's surface. I took you into its depths. It was the only way you could fight the servants of the worm without bringing harm to Gaia's domain.
Those Endron security members transformed into strange creatures. How did that happen?
The worm has corrupted their bodies to mirror the twistedness of their souls. They are possessed by Bane's spirits of the worm. They become Fomori, the deformed creatures that you fought. You can use your penumbra vision to detect this corruption and anticipate their change.
We have lost our leader, and our pack is scattered. Even heavier on my heart, Endron has taken my daughter.
I felt the Silver Fang submit to his rage. Though you may carry the burden for the rest of your life, you did what had to be done. Leave without fear, Cahal, and find your daughter. I will call the Garu back to this cairn and continue my endless vigil. We shall meet again.
Ava, the pumps are done. Tell me you found 80.
They've taken her to one of their sites in Nevada, Viridian State Prison. That's where they...
I know. No time to lose. How do I get in?
Don't worry, I've already got a plan. Declan's stolen an Endron helicopter. Meet up with him and I'll give you the rundown en route. Cahal, Viridian State Prison is in Nevada. They've got a lab below the prison. That's where they're keeping Adana. The Nevada authorities have been hunting a serial killer for years, the Badlands Butcher. That's your new identity. I've entered your description into their database. Get yourself arrested. They'll throw you straight into Viridian State.
So you finally turned up. Been waiting for you for a couple days now.
I take it Ava put you in here. Then you must know what I'm looking for.
Yeah, been looking for info on this prison's lab since I got here. This is where they train the troops that they send as reinforcements to Tarker's Mill. They offer every last convict a deal. Join their program and agree to work with them, and they'll commute your sentence.
Some of the prisoners might have info. Those with influence.
The two most influential prisoners around here are Lon Shabetta and Seth. Shabetta's mafia, and he's still running his business from the inside.
I imagine he gets along well with the warden.
From what I hear, they're always trading favors. The other guy, Seth, he controls the drug trade around here. Might be worth a visit if you need a boost. You'll find him in the gym. He never leaves. Apparently he's sick with something.
Who's in charge here?
A guy named Hadley. He's the one who gave you the sticky eyes when you walked in. An ex-con promoted all the way up to warden. Try not to rub him the wrong way. He's an Endron man through and through. Every bit as violent as his guards. Oh, And speaking of, most of the guards here are elite soldiers in training, and they're not big on warning shots.
Got it. You have a plan for getting out of here? I can't protect you while I'm looking for Adana.
Don't worry about me. Ava's got it all figured out.
Good. Now lead me to this Shibeta. I'll start with him. You're Lon Shibeta.
In the flesh, and you're the notorious Badlands Butcher. Welcome to Viridian State, my friend. To what do I owe the honor of your visit?
I know this prison has a lab where certain prisoners can undergo treatment. I need to get in there, and I'm told you can help me. And perhaps I can help you.
Could you now? I do know where this laboratory of yours is. I might be amenable to a deal. I give you what you want in exchange for a small favor.
Whatever you want, it's gotta be quick. I need to be in that lab by tonight.
Well, we're certainly in a hurry, aren't we? You'll get your information as soon as your job is done. You see, 2 of my men think that the time has come for me to, retire. A man can't advance in this world without possessing certain values. Ambition is one, of course, but so are prudence and loyalty.
I take it these 2 men were neither prudent nor loyal.
You catch on quick, I like that. The names are Neil Jordan and Eric Ross.
What can you tell me about Neil Jordan?
Neil has a job in the workshop during the day. Do be careful when you take care of him, though. They watch that place like hawks. That said, all sorts of accidents can happen in a workshop. All sorts.
Where can I find Eric Ross?
Eric's in quarantine. Most of the prisoners that get the Endron treatment usually spend a few days there afterwards. I hate to tell you, but unless you can find a way in, you'll have to wait until he comes out.
I don't have time to wait. Guess I'll have to get creative. I'll take care of your men. But once it's done, I expect you to hold up your end of the bargain.
Hey, Lon Shibeta is on. So, what news do you have for me, my friend?
Your 2 men are no longer a problem. Now, for your part of the deal.
Very good. Lon Shibeta is a man of his word. Take this pass. It'll get you into Hadley's office via the infirmary. You'll find a secret passage into the lab from there. Best of luck, Butcher. I get the feeling this is farewell.
So do I, Lon.
I picked up your scent from down the corridor. You're like me, aren't you?
Who are you?
My name is Onawa. I am the pack leader of the Red Talons. And who are you?
Onawa. I've read Endron's reports about you. My name is Kahal. I've heard of your tribe. Wild, ancestral, solitary. Hard to believe Endron could get their hands on the leader of such a renowned tribe.
Endron. They set up their factory and their pipelines in the territory of our cairn. We pushed them back for months. But that whore with the mechanical arm, she showed up out of nowhere and managed to drive us into a corner. We had little choice. I gave myself up in exchange for the lives of my people and an end to the slaughter.
Tank Girl tried to destroy my cairn as well. I killed her.
Good. I hope you made her suffer. I take it they captured you after you were finished with her.
No. They took Adana, my daughter. They brought her here. I came to get her back.
Adana's your daughter, is she? I met her. They had her locked up in the cell next door. I was their first subject. But I didn't give them the results they were hoping for. Whatever they are doing, I think it is linked to our first change.
Idana hasn't gone through her first change.
Their tests on her came back positive. They took her off to Endron's headquarters. To do what? I do not know. Take me with you. All that awaits me here is death. Good work. Now, follow. Tell me. Is that so? Carl, what are those outsiders doing in my territory? It's not just Endron spreading across my territory. We have been invaded.
Ava and her Lambda Mankind. I know them.
The Red Talons do not like humans. And there is only room for one pack here.
We're only two Garu. We're not looking to take over your territory.
And your humans. They're the ones who give the worm its strength. We should have snuffed them out at the dawn of their existence.
These humans are on our side, and we have no intention of settling here. We'll leave as soon as we've managed to rescue my daughter from Endron HQ.
So, you intend to fight Endron?
We could use your help.
No. We have already lost too many. We will not join you. However, I will clear your path. My wolves tell me they have already attacked your people. Those attacks will end. You may operate on our land with impunity. At least, until you finish your business here. Stay longer, and there will be war. Go now, and pay your respects to our guardian spirit. Parchua tells me that he is waiting for you.
You are the one who freed Onawa. You reek of human, warrior of Gaia. For what purpose do you enter my territory?
I came to rescue my daughter from the claws of Endrin. The claws of the worm.
You would travel hundreds of miles for your daughter. And yet you abandoned her yourself once. I can see it. Yes, for 5 years. Along with the rest of your pack. Are you truly worthy of my confidence? Can you even still call yourself warrior of Gaia? And now, you fight beside humans, beside the enemy.
Not all humans are servants of the worm.
But all are blind. They will never understand the wild or the worm. They try to apply the order of the Weaver to everything, Gaia included. They will never admit that Gaia is a wild, uncontrollable entity, and that she demands sacrifice.
The Gaia you speak of is a stranger to me. Neither my people nor the spirits we protect see her as such.
You dare to question me? Have you any idea to whom you speak? I have served Gaia and the wild since time immemorial, long before your pack or your pathetic spirits. They are all weak, easily swayed by the call of the worm. I do not yield as the worm encroaches on my territory, but face it head on.
Yet it still spreads everywhere around you. Only your cairn seems to remain untouched.
Our cairn is all that matters. And we are ready to make what sacrifices we must to maintain it. Onawa has taken that role upon herself. But she may not be the last. Now go. Pursue your quest. I shall judge your worth.
I can feel the hate that flows through her. And her guardian spirit. Ava, can you hear me?
Oh, there you are. Head to our base. We're set it up near the road leading to Endrin territory.
You must drive the worm from these lands, warrior of Gaia. It is killing us one by one.
The spirits are suffering. How can Onawa stand by and do nothing? She's no ordinary pack leader.
talons once protected us from the worm, but they have abandoned us. We are in danger.
The worm is retreating, and our strength returning. You are not of the Red Talon tribe. Their guardian spirit no longer offers us his protection. Help us.
Where's Ava?
She's inside. It's good to see you again, Cahal.
Thanks. Old abandoned mine.
The HQ isn't as damaging as the outposts. That's what Indran's using to drain this land of all its oil.
And our first step to shutting down those outposts is getting beyond that.
Ava just told me about Adana. I'm so sorry, Cahal.
We'll get her back. How did you manage to get out of prison?
Pretty simple. Ava sent Viridian State a transfer order for me, complete with an Endron seal of approval. During the transfer, Lambda Mankind attacked my convoy, and the rest is history.
I'm sorry. I really tried, but...
I'm just busting your balls, man. You were there to save your daughter, I get it. Besides, at the end of the day, I'm out of prison.
How did you manage to get out of prison?
Pretty simple. During the...
I'm sorry.
I'm just...
How did you manage?
Pretty stern. I'm just...
Thank you for your help in the prison. You took big risks for me.
You can thank me when we've got your daughter back, but just remember, my favorite way to be thanked is cold, hard cash.
Lest I forget. I'll catch you later.
Their outposts are too
What's
well
new?
protected.
We're surveying Endron's outposts to make sure we'll be ready to attack them. They've got a lot of defenses to get past.
Endron has been looking for Tarker's Mill cairn for 5 years.
We're on the same side, and the Red Talon still.
Ava said they're a different pack than the wolves at Tarker's Mill. We're gonna have to be
Cahal. But you're alone.
I'm sorry, Ava. They'd already moved Adana out of the prison by the time I got there.
Dusk told me. Do you know where they've taken her?
Endron's Nevada HQ. Or that's what the leader of the Red Talon says anyway.
The Red Talons? Those fuckers have been attacking my people since we got here.
Rest assured, they won't attack you again. I freed their leader from Endron's grip.
They captured another Garu?
They were experimenting on her before they captured Adana. Apparently my daughter makes a better test subject.
Those fucking bastards. We'll save her. I promise you.
The leader of the Red Talons agrees to hold back her wolves until we get 80 back.
But she's not going to help?
I think she's using us. We take the risks, she reaps the benefits. At least they'll leave us alone.
I'll take it, but have you seen the wall that protects those Endron outposts? It's surrounded by a minefield. Nobody here can get through their defenses. Only you.
Only me? Need I remind you that you're a Garu too?
Sure, but I'm not a fighter. My strengths lie in data. Weaver stuff. Anyway, listen. I've been working on it for a couple of days, but I think I figured out how to deactivate their landmines and get you into an evac duct. It'd be too small for a human, of course, but a wolf could get through. Get to the other side and take care of their outposts. Deal with the men guarding the terminals in each outpost and connect me. Once I'm on their network, I'll be able to clear you a path through the maintenance zone. It's the quickest way into Endron HQ. Go see Declan. He'll tell you how to get past the minefield. Yeah. I can't get it out of my head. I was his lieutenant. I should have seen it. I should have done something to stop it.
Ava, I've been there. Rage gives no warning and heeds no reason. No one could have seen it coming. Not you, not me. Not even Rodko.
How are you holding up? You're the one who had to...
I didn't have a choice. But I wish he were still with us. We'll have to learn to live with his absence.
Hey, you're here. Follow me. I heard they took your daughter to their HQ. I can't even imagine.
We just have to get her back. Tell me about the outposts.
There are 4 entrance sites inside the perimeter. To reach them, use the evacuation duct.
And the minefield?
Go around the perimeter wall, but keep your distance. You'll see a red mark on a rock. From that mark, go straight towards the wall. Once you've reached it, stay close. Follow the wall until you find the entrance to the duct. From there, it's all up to you.
Have you found Watkins yet?
I don't have eyes on him, but I'm sure he's upstairs. Go.
My daughter. Where is she?
Impressive work. I really didn't think you'd make it this far.
I suggest you tell me where she is, if you want to keep breathing.
Ah, Adana. What a promising young woman. Attractive, too. She clearly takes after her mother. You'll find her at the helipad with President Watkins. Well, assuming you hurry. They'll be taking off soon.
What do you want with her anyway?
Frankly speaking, she's a chance for us to recoup our losses. Something we desperately need after all the trouble you and your friends have caused us. Adana's extraordinary nature will allow us to transform this collateral damage into lucrative scientific advancements.
If you fucking hurt her.
Now, do control yourself. The elevator to the helipad is just nearby, and I've ensured that it is active.
Why help me?
President's orders. He's prepared a little surprise for you.
Good. Then that's where I'm going after I've torn you in half. For everything you've done to Gaia and to my daughter.
Watkins did warn me of how violent and irrational your kind is.
You are. You must be Kahal. It's time for you to pay for what you've done to this company. Your daughter's hate and fears will make a perfect host for Banes. And as for your friends, well, I've got a score to settle with them too. It's high time they understood. Nobody attacks Endron. Nobody. Launch Earthblood.
No! I'm gonna kill you, you motherfucker! You're gonna pay! Onawa. I had to fight one of your wolves at Endron's HQ. I had Watkins until your wolf interfered. Why?
You still don't understand. Survival requires sacrifice. Endron is too powerful. The worm is too powerful. Fighting against them only leads to unnecessary death.
You betrayed me. And you betrayed Gaia. You sold yourselves to the worm.
I've made no pact with the worm. But Endron is prepared to move off our territory and leave us in peace. All in exchange for a few heads.
So that Red Talon was following your orders?
Yes, but you survived, and that puts all of us in danger. Your death was a key part of the arrangement.
You've lost your mind. Pachwa never should have allowed this to happen unless the worms corrupted him too. Through your bond. I'm sorry, Onawa, but I need to put things right. Am I still your enemy, leader of the Red Talons?
Forgive me, Fianna warrior. I failed in my duty. I remained blind as Endron used me to corrupt our guardian spirit.
What will become of him now?
He was gravely tainted by the worm, but will regain his strength in time and be reborn from his ashes. You will forever have the Red Talon's gratitude.
How was the worm able to reach Pachua?
My blind pride. I thought I was strong enough to withstand the worm on my own. But, as always, it was Pachua protecting me through our bond. He suffered the full extent of the worm's corruption. And through this same bond, I allowed the corruption that infected Pachua to cloud my mind. His rage became my own.
Your pack has suffered heavy losses, but Endron's losses are heavier.
We shall finish what you have started. Our concerns must extend beyond our cairn. Leave without worry, Cahal. We shall purify this territory.
Maybe we'll meet again someday.
You will be welcome.
Declan, I'm ready.
On my way now.
Endron's black site is based offshore. Ava and the others are already on their way to launch the attack.
Over here. My men have already secured this sector. Watkins and his troops know we're here.
Doesn't matter. They won't stop me from finding my daughter.
I know, but there's something more at stake here, Cahal. I've had time to analyze the data we got from Endron's HQ in Nevada. The biofuel and the treatment undergone by the prisoners are both linked to the Earth Blood Protocol. If we don't put a stop to what's going on here, the whole world is fucked, Adana included.
What are you talking about?
The tests on the prisoners allowed Endron to develop a compound that acted as an attractor for Banes. Lots of people affected ended up as Fomori.
Then the gas Watkins used in Nevada.
It's their biofuel. They've developed a method to spread their compound in gas form, and right now this is where they're producing it. Humans will contaminate each other, turn each other into Fomori, simply by driving their fucking cars. That's the Earth Blood Protocol.
I get it, Ava, but you know I've got to find my daughter. Get your men ready to blow this fucking base to hell.
Adana! What did he do to you? I'm gonna get you out! Hold on, Edie!
Dad? It hurts. I'm burning.
No!
The reinforcements.
I owe you one, Cahal. Meet up with us. Then we can say goodbye to this fucking place.
We'll find him. I promise you.
After shocking reports from environmentalist group Lambda Mankind led to a worldwide boycott, the Endron Energy Company has abandoned its plans to bring its biofuel to market. In a written statement, Endron leadership expressed its surprise at what it referred to as personal and unapproved actions by former CEO Richard Watkins.
Find Watkins. Pentex is very interested in his research.